Welcome to I Love English TV.
The Scary Lake. Hello and welcome back to Speak English Now. My name is Donya. Last time, we started a story, but we did not finish it. Today, I will continue this story with you. This story is one of my favorites. It is not only exciting, but also very deep. It talks about the truth we live in our societies. I love this story so much, and I know it by heart because it carries messages you cannot imagine. Now, let's see. Who is brave and smart enough to discover the secret? Yes, the secret of the lake. I will read this story slowly and carefully. At the end, we will talk about the story and learn the difficult words together. The Scary Lake. In a small village, there was a dark lake. People in the village said it was scary. At night, they heard odd sounds and saw strange lights. No one went to the lake after dark. Emily, a young girl from the village, was brave and liked mysteries. She had heard many tales about the scary lake and wanted to see it herself. One cool, quiet night, she chose to explore. She walked to the lake under the bright moon. The lake was very dark and quiet. When Emily arrived at the lake, she discovered an old wooden boat. It looked very old and a little broken. Emily felt a bit afraid, but at the same time, she was curious. She stepped into the boat carefully. As soon as she sat down, the boat started to move on its own. Emily felt scared. the boat drifted slowly toward the middle of the lake. The water was dark and calm. Suddenly, Emily noticed a strange shape in the water. In the water, there was a ghost. It was a woman with a pale face and sad eyes. She was above the water. The ghost stared at Emily and pointed down into the dark water. Emily didn't know what it meant. Then the ghost vanished. Emily felt a chill and was very frightened. She wanted to leave the lake. Emily rowed the boat back to the shore quickly. She ran to the village and told everyone about the ghost. The villagers remembered a story about a woman who had vanished in the lake many years ago. They never knew what happened to her. The next day, Emily and some villagers went back to the lake. They wanted to find what the ghost pointed at. They searched the water and found an old, rusty box at the bottom. The villagers carried the box to the shore. It was locked, but they managed to open it. Inside, they found old gold coins and a strange map. The map had special marks that showed hidden things in the village. Emily and the villagers felt excited. They followed the map through the village. It led them to a very old tree. Under the tree, they discovered another box. This new box contained more treasures and a diary. The diary was from the woman who had vanished. In it, she wrote about hiding the treasures to keep them safe. She cared about the village and wanted to help the people. The villagers used the treasures to improve the village. They repaired old houses and made a playground for kids. That night, Emily returned to the lake. The ghost appeared again. But this time she was smiling. She looked kindly at Emily and then slowly disappeared. After that night, the lake became calm and peaceful. The strange lights and sounds were gone forever. The villagers believed the ghost was happy at last. They thanked Emily for solving the mystery. Emily felt proud. She had helped both the ghost and her village. The lake was no longer scary. Now it was a beautiful and loved place in the heart of the village. Now let's break it down. The dark lake represents power or dark history that makes people afraid, so they stay away instead of facing it. The stories and legends about the lake are like propaganda or made fear that stops people from looking for the truth. Emily represents the brave person or the new generation who refuses fear and looks for the truth by herself. The ghost is a symbol of the victims from the past, whose voices were not heard and who stay as ghosts until people accept their story. The treasure and the map can be the resources or wealth that were hidden from the people. The cooperation between Emily and the village shows the power of the people when they unite to find the truth and take back their rights. The change of the lake from scary to beautiful shows that when society faces its painful past honestly, it becomes free and builds a better future. Fear made by ignorance or power hides the truth. But when people are brave to face it and discover it, the hidden resources and silent stories become a power that can change the society. And this is the end of our story, The Scary Lake. It was not just a story about a ghost or a lake. It was a story about truth, courage, and change. So, remember, never be afraid to ask questions, to search for the truth, and to bring peace where there is fear. Thank you for listening. See you in the next episode of Speak English Now.